Good day, all. Welcome back to Long Live Rock with me, Lad from the Woods, bringing new classic era rock and roll to the young and old alike, from the new bands and from the old bands that are releasing new music, new classic rock music, that is. Anyhow, you know what? Those lights look a little bright, don't they, I've been adjusting and fooling around with my camera a little bit, just moving it around. Does that look better? I don't know. Anyway, neither here nor there, I guess. I'm not the center of the action, I hope. No, I guess, yeah, I'm sort of. Anyway. All right, well, I've been looking forward to this one. Now, this one's an instrumental, which is one of the things I've said that it's from Peter Frampton. He released this back in April. And he covered the George Harrison song "Isn't It a Pity?" And the only thing I regret with this he did a cover album of all instrumentals of some of his favorite songs, and he's done this before. I love Peter Frampton's voice, always have, since the day my dad walked in with Frampton Comes Alive way back. He come from Sam the Record Man. It was like 75, 76, around that time. And my dad had heard the song. He was working late nights, and he heard "Do You Feel Like We Do" being played on the radio like at 2 in the morning or something. On, I guess it was Shea 106 at that time. Anyways, so he came home all wound up, and of course, you know, he puts it on the record on the turntable, and out it came, and never have forgotten Peter Frampton's voice since. And just for those of you that don't know, he was also the lead guitarist in Humble Pie, or one of the guitarists anyway. So anyways, this says Frampton Finale Tour. I guess he was going off the road for good or something. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I hope not, for cripe's sakes. And I hope he does a new album of new material with using his voice, because he's really quite good. Anyway, let's get into this tune. It's a little bit more of a mellow thing, but it's still just as great, as good as Frampton's ever done on his guitar work. I'm going to adjust this camera a minute. Give me a second here. Something does not look right here. Does that look better? Ugh, terrible. I can make this smaller. I don't know. People really care. No, they might. Anyway, I need a fucking camera. Let's get to rock and rolling.
I won't say goodbye.
Just a note, I only play air guitar or air bass or air keyboards. I don't know any other instrument other than drums. I used to play trumpet when I was younger. Sorry, I gotta look at the camera. Clarinet when I was younger. But I gave all that up for drums because that was far more fun. And of course, I'd seen Keith Moon on video and it was like, there you go. So, let's get back to her. A lot of you kids won't know what he was doing there, but he was doing a thing that there was a comedy team, three of them, Larry, Curly, and Moe, the Three Stooges, and they used to come on Saturday morning. They were like 20-minute black and whites, and it was slapstick comedy from the 1920s, 30s, and 1940s, right up to the 50s. But one of the first character was Curly Howard. And Curly used to do a thing where he'd go whoop, 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 and spin around. If you haven't seen the Three Stooges, especially for you younger, these, have one of these and go watch some Three Stooges shorts. You'll friggin' die. And your girlfriend will probably hate it. All our girlfriends back in those days absolutely could not stand the Three Stooges. My mother hated the Three Stooges, but if you were male, you loved the Three Stooges. So we'll leave it there. My last interruption. I don't know. That song just makes me feel good. And of course, Peter Frampton makes me feel good. I've always loved his music. Always have loved Peter Frampton. I can't imagine a rock era without Frampton Comes Alive. I mean, the greatest, biggest live. I'm not going to say it's probably the biggest live selling album. I'm not for sure on that, but I'm 90% sure. The greatest live album, like musically wise, was of course the Who Live at Leeds. But I mean, Frampton's just been a part of our lives. I mean, he's you know, for most of us, he's a 70s creature of the 70s, and all of us, you know, 12, 13, that was his big years, like 12, I was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I mean, you know, and he was huge. And of course, at the time, he was a big baby face for the girls. They loved him, long gold curly locks at that time. And, you know, he wrote some songs that really suited them. But True and Blue, he's a rocker at heart. But I hope he does another album. I really do. And I hope he does with his voice and just a good old Frampton rock and roll album because he's very good at it. Anyways, the subject matter, I guess, you know, the video was kind of like bummer. I avoid all that talk about the COVID and everything on this channel. I have my thoughts on it. But I will say, whatever anybody does, it's your body. You do whatever you want. I got my double vax. I'm not sure if I'm happy I did it, but I have an 80-year-old mother I have to worry about who won't get vaxxed simply because she's afraid of needles. So very hard for me to get her to do anything like that. But no, it's everybody else, none of my business, and I don't judge whether you did or you didn't. I don't care. I've got mine. You're on your own from there, and I'm not here to sit in judgment of you because that ain't my place. Anyways, thank you for coming. Comments always welcome. I hope you enjoyed this tune. And if you want to help me or the channels out, because YouTube certainly doesn't, you know, you can like, share, and subscribe. Or if you want to donate or whatever have you, there's links down in the description. And all my other information is at the end of the video with all those little cardy things. Okay? And not Cardi B, but card things. I don't know what they call them. Anyway, end credits. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's something I know from like the old days. End credits. Star Trek. End program.